The name of this sculpture is The Demolition, and it has as a subtitle Naked Building. In general, in my work, it appears, demolition is a fact of importance, but also it's more related to the idea of the non-permanence of solids. Solids are always related to power and to systems, and somehow a demolition implies like a force that is a collision of forces that shapes again. It can destroy or it can reshape. I mean, the whole universe was made or is an ongoing process of being made, and it's a collision in a different velocity somehow. My interest in demolitions is it could be located in this idea of a collision of forces that are transforming a solid structure. That could be power, that could be language, that could be a building. We found out by a builder company that the Wisselburg Messe would be demolished. So we went there and I saw the architecture there, the kind of building it was, which is a building, was a building from the early 70s, which I say is related to this model of building, which is very related to the economical system as well. So it was somehow very lucky, but also it was matching somehow to the original idea, that in which both architecture and economy as solid as forces came together and somehow built the shape or a form. Then this building was perfect for that purpose. The main operation was that, like to find a demolition site, an architecture that would be demolished, take some pieces out from that demolition and somehow set them or plant them here in a different shape. Sometimes my work is about replacing or displacing objects from one context to another in order to be able to see them differently. So somehow it was a big challenge also to think about like how to get related to this space, to this kind of architecture, which is like very contemporary architecture. And this context is alive, of course. So in the moment that it will, the context will also react in this way to the sculpture. Then it's completed. You can walk through, yeah. And I was very interested in that, of course, for the first moment, because I think and my belief in my work or in art in general is that I like the idea that it's unfinished until someone else comes and gets related to it. Then it's completed. I mean, the reactions were widely different from the neighbor, for example, the land neighbor rent us in the last moment a digger because he's a farmer and he has a piece of land where he's growing food or something. And he came and his reaction was fantastic. Oh, I can say it in German, but the guy said, "Das ist geil." And his first idea or image was related to the 9/11. He said, it's a ruin like the 9/11, which I found it very interesting. I mean, I was very excited about his reaction. There were other reactions, I don't know. I hear from that the director was told by someone else, asked by someone else, that if the school was already being demolished. I think all architecture is related to an economical system, as well as the demolished building that we brought to pieces here. It's very related to the beginning of neoliberal architecture, which is like big, fast, and make a lot, prefabricated pieces and so on. This architecture is dismantleable somehow very fast. At some point we made a joke about these buildings as an AutoCAD buildings, that they look exactly the same than in the screens of the architects. I cannot put them into judgment of bad or good, but I can be sure that the piece is provoking somehow dialogue, reflection, critical, in many ways, critical view.